Lily, which side am I? Oh, that side. No, wait, should I be that side? No, should I? Okay, so you understand the method. I know. I was really impressed. I love the way when I hadn't even taken this out to you, and no, well, it's just the perimeter, the circumference. Beautiful. Okay, not coming to the right answer. Okay, let's see why. And it's in this bit here that I've written that says you've gone pi 4 squared is 8 centimeters squared. I think it's here that things are getting tripped up. So let's have a look at that in conjunction. What am I? Overcomplicated. What are these? Let's look at that, what you've written, and how you've laid it out, and then where that little niggle's coming in, which is in this step. And I just want to double check this part here. I think that bit looks right there. So pi r squared, you said pi 4 squared plus pi 4 squared for the circle plus the circle. Love it. Now, for that, when you go pi r squared, pi 4 squared, remember the squared is going to the 4, so 4 squared, and you're going to kick yourself because 4 times 4, that's what 4 squared is. So 4 times 4 is 16. So you got pi times 16, which is this part, which if we were to write it, we'd write 16 pi. Now remember, pi is just a number on the calculator. Or not a number on the calculator, it's just a number. 3,1428, what. So on your calculator, if you just type in shift pi and then in brackets 4 squared. Now if I were clever, I would, let's see if I can, no I can't. I was going to try and bring up a calculator on the screen. I've got that set up somewhere, but not now. So if you type in pi 4 squared, I don't know how much that's going to come up on the little screen, but I've really just typed that exactly as it is, and it tells me 16 pi. That's what it says on the calculator. And then if you want to get it to a decimal, like I've done here, then you press the S to D button. That means surd. Surd is the thing with the square roots, and decimal, we will know decimals. Those are decimals. So now S to D, let's just do it. S to D, and it tells me 50, 2654882, etc. Okay, so that's what this first part is. So each of these is actually around about 50 plus another 50. So the circles are giving you 50, comma, whatever that was, plus 50, comma, something. So there's 100 and something. And then for this other rectangular part, like you so correctly said, the height here is 5, and then this was 2 pi r, so this was 2 pi 4, and so that times 5, and that looks about right. Let's just check it here. 2 shift pi 4, I'm fast on the calculator, hey, times 5, 40 pi, 125. Oh, I don't know why I'm telling you all this S to D nonsense, because clearly that bit shows, this bit shows that you know the S to D part. So that part there is 125, and then you'll get the right thing. So it was just in that first part. Now maybe just as a hint, it's probably easier if you just show this whole bit. I don't know if it's easier, but I'd be tempted to just go, okay, well, you said it's pi 4 squared plus pi 4 squared plus, and then the other bit was the height times 2 pi 4, and then you just put that whole line into the calculator. So instead of going 4 squared times pi is this, it's 50 comma something, 50 comma something, 100, you're going to make some rounding off errors. So you just punch that whole thing in, shift pi 4, okay, I know that you know how to work your calculator, and, well, I'm leaving this all in, but the first bit, but yeah, punch that whole thing in, and then you'll get your answer, whatever it is, and then you just do your rounding off right at the end, because otherwise you've got this which you've rounded off, this bit which is rounded off, plus rounded off, where you just, in your calculator one go, and you get your final answer, whatever, centimeters squared or whatever it was. Cool, then you should be well sorted on the last bit. So yeah, keep it up. I really am always fascinated by the way that you work with visual things like the patterns and with this. So keep it up. And I must say, I always say these little things to myself. And when I was reading your work here, I just thought, lovely. I love how you're laying it out so nicely because you've got that thinking, and I sometimes worry that extra bit of rigor. Now you need to take that thinking and write it down and show it, and you've done it beautifully here. So keep it up. Really loving it, Lily. Yeah, great stuff.